Hi, Alan. Nice to meet you. Thanks very much for agreeing to speak at the forthcoming TransCityRail at Twickenham in July. I,
No
I, I
problem.
guess I'm really intrigued to know why you accepted the invitation and why it's important for you to take to the stage and address the supply chain in attendance.
As head of major project South for Network Rail, capital delivery Northwest and Central, I just thought this was a great opportunity to speak directly to the supply chain that operates in the southern part of the region. We've got a number of major programs of work in the southern part of the region. So the station's Access for All program, we've got Midlands Rail Hub, we've got current and future stages of East West Rail that we're looking at, and we're working on plans to redevelop Euston Station. And we're also delivering a program of on network works for High Speed 2. So,
Yeah.
I mean, these are transformational programs, So we need to work really, really closely with our suppliers. We need to innovate, come up with new ways of working, and respond to the environment we're in. And actually, I thought this was a really good opportunity to speak directly to the supply chain, talk about some of the challenges we're facing, and how we can actually start to explore, really, how we can
Yeah.
work together to rise to those challenges.
I think it's going to be an exciting day today because there's a lot of rumours already about the spending review and announcements. It's looking good for the north of England so far from what's been leaked, and I think there's lots of opportunity and there's lots of unpausing that's going to be happening in the sector over the next few weeks, which I'm sure is going to be great for everybody, not least yourself. Um, you're talking about wanting to engage with the supply chain because
Yep.
there's lots of opportunity, there's loads of projects. What are the supply chain going to learn from listening to you and meeting you on that day that's going to help them better align themselves with your projects and capabilities to be able to help deliver in partnership some of these program of works?
So what I'd like to do is communicate some of our strategic priorities. I mean, we have a vision. We want to be leaders in delivering efficient, safe rail investment.
Yeah,
And the only way we can do that is through intelligent industry collaboration.
yeah,
So we've got a number of strategic aims. Um, we we recognise we need to be more agile. We need to be more ambitious. We need to offer affordable choices to our customers, and then we need to deliver those safely, sustainability, and right first time.
yeah, yeah,
Now, these are all grand aspirations, but we can't do it alone. We have to we have to engage with the wider industry to achieve
yeah,
those aims. And in my experience, um, communicating with the supply chain is really, really important. You know, and when you do that effectively, I found the market will tend to respond to that. You
yeah.
know,
I,
but
I
I think getting those messages out there, I see this as a great opportunity.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we've been delivering Trans-City Rail for over 11 years now. We deliver it in four major cities across the country. And the level of collaboration that we've seen during these events, that we've heard about after these events, has been nothing short of astonishing, I don't think, during that time. And
Yeah,
something we and the team are really proud to be doing to be able to bring the operators, the stakeholders, together with the suppliers in the room because it's the suppliers who employ the most people, have the most innovation, and they don't just work in the rail sector as well, do they? They're multi-sector, so there's all that learning that can come from
absolutely
aerospace, from
right.
nuclear, and bring that into the rail environment, and real eureka moments happen because we didn't think about doing it like that. And I was speaking yesterday, and we were talking about, you don't know what you don't know, and this is a great way of figuring that stuff out, I guess.
Definitely, and that speaks to one of my um, favorite topics and something we talk about quite a lot in Network Rail, around innovation and
Yeah,
recognizing, in the future, we need to um, consider new ways of working. The nature of the traveling environment is changing. You know, that we've got changing travel patterns. The way we take access is changing.
Mhm.
We've got emerging technologies. You know, we've got aspirations to drive forward safety by reducing boots on ballast.
Yeah.
You know, and actually, I think we've got a lot to learn from other sectors. You know, and I think events like this, bringing, as you say, these companies that operate, you know, across, you know, the broader industry and wider industries,
Mhm.
you know, can be key to enabling that.
So, what do you want your key takeaways to be from the event, and what you're hoping to inspire within in the industry?
So, communication is key. I think hopefully I'll be able to communicate, as I said earlier, our strategic aims, priorities, and where I see that we can work together with the supply chain to deliver great outcomes. I'd like to talk about, you know, sustainability, you know, how we can make, how can we reduce the amount of carbon that we generate, how we can meet our biodiversity targets, as I said earlier, how we become more agile in the way that we work together. I think promoting collaboration and how we can work more openly, going back to that communication theme. And I think, you know, the headline message for me is, I mean, these are challenging times. You know, there are sort of difficult spending constraints that we're working within, but these are also exciting times because that sort of environment drives innovation, you know, and different ways of doing
Yeah.
it. And I think my sort of key takeaway message is we are all in this together, you know,
Yes.
and we need to work together to deliver on our promises to transform the railway and make the case for future rail investment.
Absolutely. Alan, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate you taking the time to give us insight into what you're going to be discussing in a few weeks. Thank you.